In this episode, we're going to take a look at the most fierce feline on Eternia. That's right, Battle Cat. So, stick around. Hello, fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. In this episode, we're not going to be unboxing, but we're going to be looking at, reviewing, and playing with the new Battle Cat action figure from Masters of the Universe Origins line. And that's right, I'm calling it an action figure because this thing is just so awesome. It does not fit into any other category. And you'll see why in a second. So, let's go on a toy-tastic adventure. Okay, here we go. Here's Battle Cat in all of his glory. I don't know what to say other than I could not be any more happy with this. Now, quick little super backstory. I had Battle Cat growing up, and if you remember, that figure was just a rigid, blown plastic. I mean, it was used in the G.I. Joe Adventure Team Action Gym or one of those. Sorry for not knowing off the top of my head. And it was just a tiger, and they repurposed into Battle Cat. Of course, they added the saddle and the helmet for the He-Man toy, but he was non-posable. Mouth was always open, legs, tail, whatever, nothing moved on it. I mean, it was great. I loved it. To the point that recently, in an episode of Hunting for Toys I Wish I Still Had, I bid on many of them, trying to get them for $20 or less, and I was unable to. That's when I stumbled upon the release notes for this one coming out, and I thought, if I'm going to spend that money, I might as well get one that is superior to the original. Now, I know it would be great to have the original for the nostalgia, but believe me, I feel the same nostalgia with this, and it's a lot better of a toy. So, where to begin? I guess, here, let me go back to bird's eye view here as we look at the posability. His legs swivel, they bend. Now, what would be even better is if the paws swivel or were posable, that it could look like he's slashing at something. But you have back and front both spin, both are posable. This one's a little tough. There we go. His tail moves. That's great. Get some great action poses like he's running or jumping. His mouth opens and closes. Now, take his helmet, and also they painted on the eyes on his helmet, which is very reminiscent of the cartoon. But it's almost like the exact same head sculpt. Just look at this mobility it has. Now, to be honest, I think I might do some little bit of paint touch-ups on here, which would be a future episode of Dorks and Crafts. Would like to do some white around here, black for the nose, maybe redo the eyes to be yellow with slits, or at least white with black dots in them. Now the saddle comes off, but I'm not concerned about that at all. And the only problem I have with the painting on the face is when this goes on, will it rub off the paint application I put on it? I mean, I guess if I seal it, it should help it stay on there. What the hey? This went on a lot easier before. There we go. But we wouldn't have a Battle Cat without He-Man. There we go. So let's put He-Man on board here and see how they look together. Fits pretty snug. Now, sorry I don't have the package art to show you. Well, I do. I actually cut it out of the box. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of room here, so I would have kept the boxes as well. But back up a little bit, dude. This is what I cut off of it. Now, this is the original artwork here, but they retouched up He-Man in his more contemporary look. Which, yeah, okay, it's cool and all, but I would have much rather have seen the original artwork here. Now on the back, we have a great picture of Battle Cat and He-Man getting ready to attack Skeletor. Sorry for the glare. Excuse me. But, and sorry for the sniffles. But anyway, super great. I mean, just like everything else in this line, I feel the nostalgia just one step above, because these are such great figures I've talked about in the past. And Battle Cat's no exception. And that's why I called it an action figure, because that's what it is. It's a character. He's fully posable, other than the paws, which I would have liked to see. But this reminds me so much of the cartoon version with the yellow eyes peeking out from his helmet. But great figure. I'm going to display him with He-Man on him probably. Somewhere, because he is quite big. So I'll have to make some room, move out some older stuff, put some of my newer stuff out. But super awesome, super excited. So glad to finally have Battle Cat back in the fold. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Now back to me. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It has been so long since I've had a Battle Cat in my collection that I'm beside myself. And the thing is, they upgraded it so much. But anyway, I don't need to go over that because we just did. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this episode or any of the ones that YouTube is recommending down below, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.